Hi guys, my name is Crilrss and welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a little bit of a different video. I ended up doing something a little bit different in the last couple of days, and I wanted to take this time to basically explain what happened because it blew up a little bit, like not extremely, but in my life it blew up and I thought it was kind of interesting. So about 3 days ago, I'm gonna call it May 23rd, I ended up doing what the title of this video is going to be, which was responding to a pro-life post with a pro-choice comment. I have no idea why I did it. At the time, I must have been just super angry and needed to take it out somewhere. Was this the best choice of action? No. But is it my choice of action? Yes. So it ended up blowing up a little bit, and I kind of created my own monster in my life, but it was really interesting, so I wanted to show what happened. So the original post stated, "What gives you the right to tell me what to do with my body? What gives you the right to tell me what to do with my body, my choice?" And I don't disagree with this statement. I am pro-choice, even though I'm going to try and make this video not pro-choice. I'm going to try and keep it unbiased and just read the comments that I got and maybe make a couple of comments there. But at the time that I took these screenshots for the video, it ended up having 128 replies and 51 likes, and that was just one day after the entire incident happened. It was kind of an interesting situation for me, and I didn't really expect to get that kind of reaction. Like, I expected to get a couple of comments that were like, "Nah, you're wrong," but did I expect it to blow up in my face? Absolutely not. And seriously, some of the comments were really surprising to me. So without further ado, here are the comments I got on my pro-choice comment on a pro-life post on Instagram. "Since you willingly chose to have sex, you should be aware of the risk and the chance to have a baby. It's not part of your body, though. It's in your body, but it's not part of your body. It merely uses you for nutrients. Then if you're gonna lay down and spread your legs, be smart enough to use protection, because once you conceive, it's that baby's body, so it's that baby's choice, right?" This one, the person asterisks me, which means to correct it, and then says "the child's body," which I'm not completely angry at. I thought it was kind of funny the first time I saw this. I kind of laughed, so like, alright, respect to this guy. "18 days after conception, the baby has a heartbeat. Not anymore, haha." This one seriously upset me because I'm someone who is firmly pro-choice. I don't really believe in pro-life. I believe in pro-life in some situations. There are some situations that I believe are a little bit selfish, but the fact that this guy was laughing at me, that this man was taking my pro-choice comment and invalidating it by making it humorous, really just pushed my buttons the wrong way. And I hate to say that because I don't want to give him the validation of knowing that he pushed my buttons, but it upset me because this isn't a humorous situation. This is very, very serious and something a lot of us are probably very, very passionate about, and the fact that he laughed made me really upset. Does a man have a choice to pay or not? This one made me think. There are a couple of comments in here that we'll see, and I will always... I said in the beginning that I'm not trying to make this commentary-esque, but of course I am. This one made me think, because does a man have a choice to pay or not? I mean, if a woman has to give up her body and, like, go through the birth, I feel like the man has to pay. Like, if he's going to make us do something we don't want to do, he has to pay for his choices. I also believe that if a woman doesn't want to have a baby and a man is like, please let me like have this baby, I'll take care of it, as long as they come to a conclusion where both parties are happy, I don't think it's an issue. As long as both parents are consensual to the situation that's happening, what's stopping a man from taking that child and just leaving the woman? Take a deep breath. Exhale slowly. No one is trying to control your body. We're simply asking you not to kill the child in your womb. Thanks, and I clapped because there's a clapping emoji. This one also made me think, because if truly in the pro-life world they believe that the baby's body is not part of my body, which I believe the baby's body is part of my body, then this is something that I've never seen before. Because they're asking us not to kill the child, and they're saying that no one is trying to control my body. So, like, they're telling me I can do what I want as long as I don't kill that baby. And that's an argument from the pro-life scene that I have never seen before, so it completely opened my mind to something different. I agree abortion is to be allowed by rape victims, incest victims, and if the mother's life can only be saved, but rape victims are a small percentage of abortions. It isn't your body anymore. You've made another life inside you. The baby isn't your body. This one has some poor grammar, but it says that's not a fertilized embryo. I'm not exactly sure what they're trying to say. I think they're trying to say, no, that's a fertilized embryo, as in, it's not my body, it's the baby's body. If it's another life, then women should be allowed to take it out of their body whenever they want. Well, I'd like to point out that it is in the amendments that I am able... Well, I'd like to point out that it is in my amendments that I am able to get an abortion. And while Alabama may be trying to upturn Roe versus Wade, it will stand in the Supreme Courts. So these were all pretty generalized comments. As you can see, there were more pro-life ones than there were pro-choice, though I did find a couple of pro-choice ones. But this is where things started to get crazy. It was already 2 days into this. I was already like getting message after message after message. Like, my Instagram was blowing up and I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? And I got these two comments, one right after another, that were originally really separate, but ended up being probably the funniest part of this whole situation. I love the way how people are using the Bible, but they're false Christians. And doesn't the Bible say you can't judge anyone? Now you get these people that are judging you because you're pro-choice. Also, the Bible says to educate and be humble, so I don't understand why they're trying to drag your asses. And if I'm not mistaken, God gave us a choice to choose what we want, so why are they so bothered? We don't care about your body at all. We care about the life you guys are fine with killing. Now, those two comments totally weren't meant to each other. They're not responding to each other, they're responding to me. And what ended up happening is the first person that I read, the first comment, absolutely went off on the second guy I read. The two people ended up like having this huge debate in the comments, and I cut some of it out, but I'm gonna read you the first couple of messages because this guy actually made me really upset. Like, he was one of the ones, like the guy who laughed, that made me really, really not want to make this video, because he said we don't care about your bodies. Like, he obviously stated that he doesn't care about the mother's body, and I know for a fact this is not the pro-life community. I know that this is just one person in the pro-life community, but still, he stated that he doesn't care for the mother, which is something that pro-choice people, at least pro-choice people in my life, have been arguing about with pro-life people, is that they don't care for the mother's body, and all of them are like, of course we care for the mother's body. And this is just proof that there are some pro-life people out there who don't care for the mother's body. We don't care about your body at all. We care about the life you guys are fine with killing. You basically use the term we, which means including yourself, and then you have the audacity. I never said I didn't care about your body. Wording is key, babe. Use it widely. Heart eye emojis. I said I care more about the life more than your body. But It's in my body, and my body took myself to the clinic. My body signed the papers. My body thought about this. My body made the decision. My body was the one that was on the bed going through this with this procedure. So are you still going to tell me that you don't care for my body? I never said I didn't care about your body, but I care about a life much more than somebody's body. I'm rephrasing what you said, babe. That's what you said. I showed the receipts. To be totally honest, I don't even know you, so I don't really care about your body. To be honest, babe, I don't even care if you care for my body. I don't need validation from a pro-life babe. Then this other guy joins in. That's pretty much the end of that. This other guy joins in talking about the first comment that the first person made about how there are people who are fake Christians. And he says, I don't judge anyone, but keep in mind that God gave us free will, yes, but he also wants us to follow him. You don't need to be against abortion to be Christian. Anyone who believes can get saved. But murder is a sin, and while nobody is free of sin, it could be an idea to avoid murdering children. Still, not judging anybody. I have a deep respect for those who get raped or get caught in other things. All in all, to conclude this video, because this is about where I'm going to leave it, there are more comments that are still coming in while I'm making this video, and I feel there will be for a while, but I don't want to keep having to look at my Instagram and like taking screenshots for this. I just want to get it out there. But all in all, it's definitely interesting to see what happened. Like, it kind of opened my eyes to the pro-life side. I'm not pro-life. I am pro-choice, and I believe that it is a woman's right to choose if she wants to sacrifice 9 months of nutrients and pain for a baby in her body. But it opened my life and my eyes to the pro-life way and what they're thinking. A couple of the comments really made me go, oh, I never thought about it like that. And I definitely want to use this video to encourage other people to definitely take the time to sit down with somebody who is pro-life and ask them what their perspective is and get an opinion that's not your own, because sometimes you will learn to be a better person that way. I have pro-life people who are close to me that I obviously don't agree with, but I have had conversations with them about this, and I have always wondered, like, wow, you guys are really, like, smart in what you think. Like, you have an opinion that is well formed and thought out, and while I don't agree with it, I appreciate you sharing it with me because it gives me a different perspective on things that I don't often think about. I want to thank you guys for watching this video because it was kind of interesting and kind of weird. I don't expect everyone to agree with me, and I don't expect everyone to understand why I did this. I'm afraid this video is going to get copyright striked because I left the people's names in. I know I blocked the first one out, but of course my Instagram is still in there. So I'll probably throw my Instagram in the description, but alas, I'm going to sign off here. The dog you see in the background and you have through all of my commentary is my new puppy Bailey, so enjoy this picture of my pup while we finish this out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, love, and play more video games, guys. Bye!